Hey everybody, it's MommaOG. I am back with another reaction. Today I have another song by Susanne Sundfør. This is called When the Lord. This is the official video. Now when I did Alyosha, I had several people suggest this song. This song was on my list for her already, but I had quite a few people on that last video say, if you thought this was a little emotional, grab some Kleenex and take a listen to When the Lord. So I'm not sure if I'm ready for this. I do have some Kleenex on hand just in case. From what I was told in comments, this song is about a friend of hers that she lost from anorexia. I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce this correctly, but Lena Marie Fossen was the name of her friend who was a photographer. I guess she suffered from anorexia from the age of 10 and lost her life to it at age 33. I've never known anybody who had anorexia, but I have heard of several famous people, most notably Karen Carpenter. I am a huge fan of Big Brother, the show, and I've watched all of the Big Brother UK shows, and there was a contestant on that show, Nikki Graham, she was quite a character on the show, but she passed away about 5 years ago from anorexia. I was absolutely crushed to hear that. She was involved with one of my favorite characters from BBUK, Pete. So she kind of grew on me over the show. At first I thought, man, she's pretty dramatic. That particular season was one of my favorites. And in hindsight, it was because of that little dynamic between the two of them. I'm going to go ahead and read up a little bit on Lena. I hope I'm saying her name right. I don't know for sure. So she was born in 86 and died October 22nd, 2019. Norwegian photographer and artist. She had anorexia nervosa since age 10, stating she started to starve in order to prevent growing up. When a 10-year-old makes a decision like that, that is absolutely heartbreaking to hear. Usually around that age, you can't wait to get older and become a teenager, at least. She started learning photography as a teenager. The main focus of her work was black and white portraits of people. A 2017 exhibition of her self-portraits depicting the effects of her struggle with anorexia gained significant attention in Norway. In interviews and in a TED Talk, she described her struggle between creativity and suffering from poor physical health. She worked on a documentary about her life while taking portrait photos of Syrian refugee children in Greece in 2019. During this work, she suffered a car accident that caused her additional health issues. She died from long-term effects of her illness, age 33. The documentary was aired after her death. I might have to watch that. Further exhibitions of her photography were presented in 2022. She weighed 25 kilograms when she died. Okay, so I had to look that up. 55 pounds. It's already making me want to cry a little bit. Before we get started, if you would like to request a specific reaction, you can click on a donation link down in the description, send along the information of the song you would like to hear, and I will get it added to my list. I also take notes during my reactions, so if you see me looking down, I'm just writing down a couple of words so that I remember what I want to talk about when it's time to talk. I'm feeling extreme anxiety just because being emotional during this process is not easy. It's gotten easier. And Lord knows I have been quite emotional at certain times on certain videos on this channel, but I never go into it intending. In fact, I try to dial my emotions in a little bit, but I'm already feeling the weight of this. So I've got my earbuds in. Let's go ahead and take a listen. I think that's really her because I looked up her name just to see if I recognized her. I did not, but I'm recognizing her now. Okay, I'm going to start it over. This must be the trip in Greece. To be completely honest with you, her artwork is actually what's making me tear up. These pictures are just incredible. Ugh, it was absolutely heartbreaking. Most of the time when it was showing her Lena, you could tell she was not feeling good. I can't wrap my head around what that was like, or what that's like for anybody. I can't imagine. God, I don't even know what to say. I know this disorder is caused by a myriad of things. Social pressure. I know there's been a lot of models that have died from it. There are mental issues involved in it. I think I read somewhere that it's got the highest mortality rate of any mental illness or psychological disease, if you want to call it that. I don't even. It's just astounding. It's just not something that you face, unless you know somebody. That was extremely emotional, obviously, and felt incredibly intimate. Again, like Alyosha, it kind of felt like I was spying or just privy into an aspect of Susanne's life, like privately. That's what that felt like. I'm going to go through the lyrics in just a moment, but vocally, she was doing all these short little runs that were just beautiful. And honestly, I was so engrossed by the video itself that a lot of the music part of it, I didn't focus on that a whole lot, but her vocals, again, were hard to ignore. As I said when I paused it, the artwork, like that first woman she took a picture of, when it showed the actual picture, it was just breathtaking. And everything after that. And then when they were showing her own exhibition, showing her struggle with this disorder, that was just devastating. Like, I couldn't imagine having gone through this since the age of 10. And, I feel like I can't speak intelligently on it because I've never known anybody personally with it. And I haven't done a bunch of research on it. I know exactly what it is. And I know that there's varying reasons for its onset. But I don't know her specific story with it other than what I read, which is incredibly sad in and of itself that she didn't want to grow up. So she wanted to stay small. It's just fucking heartbreaking that people go through these things. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the lyrics. God, I still feel like I just want to bawl. Okay, let me go back to when I was young. Here, I was born Here I will die lonesome. Let there be light, let there be love. Hear the bells ringing our song. Wake me, wake me, wake me up, my darling. When the Lord has descended on us, all the worries that you carried with you, they are lost in a warm embrace. I don't know if she ever does this song live. I'm sure she does, but I don't know how she would get through it. Timelessness, far away from the land where love is shame and shame is love, a prison. It's probably talking about all the criticism maybe she got. I can just hear, people saying horrible things about, I don't even know what's appropriate to talk about, what's not. I mean, do I just sit here and speak about how I personally feel? I'm sure she had some people saying some awful things to her about it. That's the way it goes when somebody is afflicted with something like this. You have your supporters and your friends and your loved ones. You also have people who don't understand it, don't care to understand it, maybe experiencing some type of fear that's making them be just horrible human beings about it. So they shame you. And it's the easier path to take for a lot of people to look down on somebody and criticize somebody for anything that they haven't gone through themselves or don't want to take the time to learn. Away from the dark, snow-covered heart, softly lay your hands on me. I remember seeing an image of her hands in that, and that was moving is not the right word. It was emotional. It's so hard because the name of the song is When the Lord, but like when I see things like the refugees in the video, they were literally coming out of the oceans, running from a horrific situation in their country. And then you've got this main storyline of this woman who's suffering through an eating disorder that's eventually fatal for her. And the song's called When the Lord, but like it's stuff like this that has always made me question God and religion in general. Like, and that opens up, that opens me up when I say that to a bunch of comments that I've heard before in my life and don't want to talk about again. But I couldn't help but mention that because I just feel like I don't know, it makes me think of George Carlin's bit about religion is BS. Just like this is not the good work of a supreme leader. Anyway, wake me up, my darling, when the Lord has descended on us. All the worries that you carried with you, they are lost in a warm embrace, timelessness. Now, having said what I just said about questioning religion and stuff, I fully realize that the whole free will argument and that supposedly God doesn't control everything. But yeah, it's really just, I feel like I'm forcing myself into having a discussion that I just don't want to have. But as I said in another video, I completely respect people having faith and believing in God and in that helping them. I have all the respect in the world for that. I just have my own issues with it. And it's stuff like this that contributes to those issues. This and the situation which those refugees came from, like the way we treat each other. And it was an extremely emotional song, a beautiful tribute to a friend that she lost, but it was deeply disturbing. And not in a negative way, just in a, like, my empathic side is just screaming inside right now. I mean, sad enough, the reason why she had this and how it developed. But just kind of seeing through the screen and kind of feeling how she must have felt physically all the time. I'm the biggest crybaby when I don't feel good, and I'm healthy. One final thing that I'm going to say, and this, some people may not like this, but it's just what came to mind, is that seeing her image and seeing her own pictures of herself, it made me feel like I was looking at images from the Holocaust. Her face, the sunken in, the pronounced cheekbones and the hollowed eyes. It's, God, I don't even know. It was disturbing. And it just makes me feel for anybody who feels like they have to go to these extremes for whatever reason. And again, like I said, I can't speak intelligently about the disorder from start to finish because I am not knowledgeable. But it just sucks that people have to go through this at all. And then it takes us. I mean, eventually this seems to be, it's like addiction almost. Like many people don't survive it. Many people do, but some of the good ones are taken by some of the worst things that have been laid upon the human species, I guess you could say. I don't know. I might need to take a break. That was an incredible dedication to her friend. And I didn't mean to crap all over the religious part of this when the Lord has descended on us, because, like I said, I respect everybody's right to believe how they want to believe. It's just odd hearing reference to God and seeing the images that I saw not just of her, but of what she was documenting. It's just like a juxtaposition, oxymoron type thing in my head. The song was beautiful. Might take me a little bit to kind of wrap my head around this. If I am missing anything, please fill me in. But I think it's pretty obvious. And I think as subjective as music is in general, everybody's going to react differently to stuff like this. Thank you all so much for being here to share this with me. I will see you on the next one.